to 7383
Legacy Nation. So today we are doing a Mother's Day Q&A. Just, I guess, questions for me being a mom. And I don't think the questions are necessarily like the boys specifically, but I think it's just my thoughts on being a parent. So the boys are behind the camera asking the questions. So who's going first?
What is it like raising 3 boys?
I'm not gonna say that it was hard. I mean, because of course raising children is not an easy task, but they all ate a lot, and they all was in sports and activities, and they would have me all over the place. So I'm not gonna say difficult, because I don't know. I don't want to say like a negative word, whatever, but it is trying at times, not getting everybody where they need to be, making sure everybody has everything, being everything you need to be for your children. And I think that's in kids in general, but I think with boys, they eat a lot. So it wasn't bad. I had fun, actually. It's been a journey for sure, but I had fun. No, I'm not even gonna lie. I really had fun raising my children. They were cool kids. They weren't bad. I'm not gonna say they didn't have their moments, but it was a good ride.
Okay. Who was the difficult child to raise? Like, who's the worst one to discipline? Or the hardest to discipline?
Like, who got in trouble the most? Because, I mean...
Yes, who got in trouble the most?
If I had to put them in order, it would be Mike, Trey, and then Nick. They all had their moments. They all got in trouble. They all was on punishment. I did everything for a punishment. I took away phones. They couldn't go outside. It went from like small to big. So maybe they couldn't go outside, or they had to come in for the rest of the day, or they had to turn the TV off, or I took their phones. Or of course, the worst thing, they would get a spanking or a whooping. But it had to go in that order though. Mike was stubborn a lot. And they all got in trouble Nick never got in trouble for schoolwork, I don't think. No, he always been a good student. Nick, yeah, Mike got in trouble for school. Trey got in trouble for school. But Mike was like, he got in trouble for being stubborn a lot. But that's it.
What are characteristics that you see in us that you saw in yourself?
That's a good one. I think like in Mike, like now I'm the passive aggressive, like laid back, free. Well, I think you guys are free spirited in some sense, and you see like you really want to see the world and challenge the world and go get it, like that go get it attitude, definitely me. The traveling, definitely me. The interacting, trying new things, doing different things, definitely me. That's about it. Like the dancing, I never wanted to be, I don't think I wanted to be an actor, but I definitely wanted to dance, maybe model, but I was too short. I'm competitive. I didn't realize that until like my early ages. So the competitiveness and I don't know. Like everybody has different parts of me, which is crazy. Even though I'm one person, you guys 3 different people. And then with Mike, not basketball, because I don't like basketball, but he's just like, so no, I think he gets that from his dad. I don't think the cool, relaxed part, I don't think he gets that from me, because I can be like relaxed as saying like a homebody, but like Mike is like, it's whatever. So yeah, but yeah, that's it.
What was your favorite memory creating with us three?
What was the question?
What was your best memory?
So the best memory we have is just creating our own traditions. The 24th, we were supposed to open one gift. It didn't always work like that, because I always like, well, just do one more. And you actually ended up opening all of them on Christmas Eve. It was like, midnight to 1 o'clock in the morning opening presents. And then also our holiday parties, I really like those. So I think that's the only really tradition I think we have. Kind of. I think that's it.
Do you have individually memories of each one of us?
Of good or bad?
Both.
With Mike, when he laid down in the middle of Chicago streets because he didn't want to go to daycare. Oh, and he got sick one time. Oh my God. He was so, well, for him, he was small because, you know, Mike never came out small. But he got sick in the middle of the night, and I was up with him all night long. And his stomach finally calmed down. Then I guess he got sick one more time, and I fell asleep. And he's like, when I finally woke up, he was like, I got sick, and you didn't even come to the bathroom with me. Like how dare you? And mind you, he was like, what, 4 or 5, had this pacifier. Boy, if you don't get... Anyway, but him and I was in Columbus, and I don't know why I don't even know what made us do this. We went to Walmart for something, and we got chicken and grapefruit juice, and we was in the car eating chicken and grapefruit juice. That was, I mean,
What a combination.
that's so ghetto. Yeah, which is crazy. And it was like regular Walmart chicken. It wasn't nothing special, and grapefruit juice, and it probably was hot because they don't sell cold grapefruit juice.
Right.
And well, that's the good. I mean, we all had good times. And with Nick, let me see. I don't know. Like with Nick, we had. What was I think? I think I hate to say us shopping, but us going shopping and just trying new stuff. And have you seen this? Have you seen that? Getting new products and stuff. Us going to all the modeling castings and whatever. And I think I was more nervous than he was. He was just cool. And I was like, oh God, please. Like, I remember the first time he auditioned for Debbie Allen. And it was a snowstorm, actually. It was like 3 or 4 feet of snow, and it was still coming down. And he went, and he didn't have professional training or anything, and he lasted like 2 to 3 rounds with no professional training. I was so proud of him. So I guess that for Nick, and of course his graduations. I mean, all of them, but like us running around getting because all of them had Pacific parties, but Nick's parties, it was always, I had to really get more, do more. I had to rip and run. It was always. I remember, I mean, all of them, I was like, I'm glad the party is done. But Nick's was like, whew, I'm glad that party is over. But, so the bad for Nick, I guess when him walking home and I thought he was lost or somebody had got him. He would leave school. I'd be like, okay, I'm on my way to get you, or I'm going to pick you up at a certain time. And if I didn't get there on time, he would just walk home. No cell phone, no nothing. He didn't have keys to the house. I should have started getting him keys, but he didn't have keys to the house, and he'd just walk home by himself or with Mike. Just walk home. Yeah, and then Trey, I think the worst was that I have with Trey. Actually, the worst memory, let me go back with Michael, because that popcorn thing was pretty bad too. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But with Trey, Trey was the first, so he was all the accidents, the oops, and everything. So the bad, I ain't gonna say one bad, but he didn't have, no, none of them have bad, but Trey's thing was, no, I don't even know what was the thing. What did Trey do? Oh, the football thing. He was supposed to be at school, and they canceled swim practice. And instead of coming home, he went to play football in the dark. And I didn't know. And he wasn't answering his cell phone or whatever. So, yeah, that was one. And then,
What's the good?
The good, I think him graduate. He was the first one to graduate and go to college. That was really good. And y'all all did good. But, like, Trey was, I don't know, Trey was the first to get into like get awards and stuff. So you was still in Head Start or whatever. So it really, not that it didn't count, it did count. But he would start getting rewards and stuff, and he'd be cheating so hard, like, oh look, I got this award. He would have all the awards, and he would have so much stuff, and it would just be this little boy holding all these papers and stuff. But they all got awards. I remember I had this this stand. It was like the ladder that leans up against the wall. You put stuff on it. They had so many medals and papers, and I don't think they had trophies, but they had medals especially. You could barely see that the stand was wood because of all this medals and certificates on this thing. That's it.
What's the best part of being our mother?
To see you guys grown, like all that work pays off. Like you guys are chasing your dreams, you're fulfilling them, manifesting your goals and stuff. That's so awesome. I can't believe like I got 3 kids that's 25, 21. He'll be 22 this year and 18. That's crazy to me. Still today, that's crazy to me. But that's it.
What's the difference? Like, how do you think things have shifted from raising boys to raising and starting raising men?
Like definitely how we communicate. It's not like you do this, you do that. Like I tell you, it's like even if I did that, like you guys, y'all come. Not when I say come back, I don't mean come back like talk back. Y'all come back like, hey mom, blah 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 blah. Like, I'm like, oh, you have a voice now. I'm sorry, as you were. Like it's different now. We have to. I mean, I don't want to say like I didn't give you respect when you were kids, but a kid you're directing, you're leading, and now it's just like, okay, blah blah blah, and then you go do. So it's different. And then like when we had that bump with Trey, and I told him then like I never had a 25-year-old, right? And he never was 25 trying to communicate his issues with me or whatever. So it's just transitioning from the child to the young man. That not a difficulty, just an adjustment.
If you could or would, what's one thing you would change about us?
About you or how I raised you?
Both.
I wouldn't change you. Oh, wait. I wish you didn't get as sick as you did. Mike was sick. I promise you, it felt like every holiday, every New Year's, every weekend we was in the hospital. It was only in the wintertime, so from from October to
January.
No. March, April, because then you had seasonal allergies too, and then you and Nick would kick it off. So if I could just change that, Mike, so he wouldn't be so sick, I would, because he was sick like a lot. I had to take off so many times. I thought I was gonna lose my job. Like he was sick, and even though my auntie helped me out when he was sick or whatever, for a lot of times, like he would have to be okay sick. So I can go back and send him back to Auntie's house because she was like, oh no, he's too sick for me to take care of. So I would have to stay home because he would be so sick. So if I could change that, that would definitely be it. But other than that, I wouldn't change anything. I think y'all are pretty cool kids. I would change me. I would definitely wish I was in a better, I wish I was better than me before I started having children. So healed more, financially more. Definitely travel more. I feel like I cheated you guys on seeing the world. I don't think I traveled enough with you guys, especially with you, Mike, because you don't want to go out of this country.
I don't want to travel.
Right. So yeah, no. But that's it. I wouldn't change anything else. I think everything that we went through helped make us better people. Even the good, even the bad, even the really, really bad, it helped make us be better and make our relationships be better. So.
What's the funniest thing we did as kids?
Make that cornbread, that cornbread cake. They took Jiffy, and me and my sister was out shopping or something, and when we came back, they was like, "Oh, we made a cake," and I'm like, YouTube wasn't YouTube like it is now, so I know they couldn't Google it. YouTube it or anything. So I'm like, we don't have cake mix, so they took Jiffy cornbread and put icing on it, and they decorated it and everything like. Oh, it was like a happy family. I love my family or something like that. My sister was like, I'm going to eat it. I'm not going to eat it. That was a good one. And what else? Christmases was always good. Even when it was like, not like y'all didn't get as many gifts as y'all was used to getting, because like I didn't have my job or whatever, but y'all still appreciated everything. It was like the way you guys celebrated Christmas, it was like the same gifts no matter if I had a job or not. And it would technically be a difference because you wouldn't have big gifts or multiple gifts, but you guys always celebrated like, oh, it's the best Christmas ever. But that was good. Just to see like how you guys matured and whatever. And then I like the fact that you understood, like we started a code like Nike and Payless, so you knew that if we had to hold back, it was Nike, it was Payless time. And if we didn't, I just like the y'all maturity and handling what we went through. That's all. So I just want to tell all the parents, first of all the mothers from yesterday, happy Mother's Day or whatever. But I just want to tell all the parents 3 different things that I learned for parenting. For one, pray for your children. I would pray for my kids when in the middle of the night while they were sleeping. I prayed over them, or when we prayed together as a family on the way to school or whatever. Somehow we didn't pray on the weekends, I guess because we went to church, that's why. But pray over your children. Speak life into your children, and know your children. Know them individually and collectively. I went on dates. We had one-on-one time, not just because Mike was always sick, but like really take the time to know your children. You set the tone for your family and make sure that you have people around them that celebrates you and them and supports your dream for raising your kids. That's all. See you later.